now, the starters for your Houston Rockets. Starting at center, at 6'10", number 39, Orlando Gonzalez. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 8, Gary Trent Jr. At small forward, at 6'4", number 5, Logan Stort. The other forward, at 7'0", number 32, Karl Anthony Towns.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And a chance here to check out some stats for LaMelo Ball.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Evan Mobley. LaMelo Ball is out there with Maxey. Then it's Durant. And it's Zohan in at the 3. And for the Rockets, Lou Dort out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Gonzalez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Trent passes to Gonzalez. With the majority of the season behind us, GA, what becomes the focus for teams that have postseason aspirations?
Kevin, ideally, this is the time of year that you want to be hitting your stride. So you have to make sure everyone's on the same page and that you're united in the same goal.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Just 4 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's Brunson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now, here's Maxey. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Back to Mobley. The 19-foot shot. That one goes. Count it.
Mobley.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The pass to Gonzalez. Passes it to Brunson. At the top of the key, Towns. And here's Trent outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that one misses. He doesn't get the second one. And he nails the third. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Now Trent. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. And it's in there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Zohan, the pass to Durham. Charlotte moving it around. Right side, Ball to the inside. 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. And Gonzalez pulls it down.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Towns. Mobley with the block. They retain possession. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The tray. And it's Zohan missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Trent. And he banks in the lane. Trent's got 5 now.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Pass to Mobley. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Pass to Trent. It's up a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Trent's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Stolen by Ball. During the pass to Ball. Shoots over Gonzalez. Ball no good. Now the Rockets with it. They've got an 8-0 run. Now the pass to Trent. 44 seconds left to play in the first. He kicks it to Towns. Towns sets the pick for Dort. 5 on the clock. Pass to Brunson. Fires for 3. Maxey with the block. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. And again, the Hornets missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Gonzalez. Off target with his 3. Out to the wing. There's Ball with the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. Gary Trent Jr. He's feeling it tonight. He has been the driving force for Houston. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Taylor. Jalen Brunson out there with Heel. And there's Jackson. And it's Toppin in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for him.
Chalk up 2 there.
And you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Brunson against Vassell. On the wing, Heel. Buries the long-range jumper. Heel's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
Talk about being shot ready. Heel catches and fires as fast as pretty much anybody in the league.
But Jemski's shot is good. Greg, you look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted. And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Over to the wing. Mobley against Taylor. Pass to Podziemski. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And now the first timeout call here for the Rockets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Houston making some changes. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Taylor. And Trent subbed in for Buddy Hield. Brunson against Vassell. Brunson kicks to Trent. They set the pick. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Mobley.
First in rebound, and they're second in opponent scoring. They have a number of lockdown guys and make fantastic adjustments on the defensive side of the ball.
And that #1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. Trent hits them both. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Vassell. He had 22 points in the win against New Orleans.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Gonzalez's shot is off.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Simmons passes the ball. Tries it from 19, and it's good. Assisting on the play with Simmons.
Assist goes to
Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Houston with it. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
They now take the lead. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, that was not as easy as he made it look. That was a tough shot. Great take by Ball and make.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Houston. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature, but his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. He says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down the floor in 2 seconds, but I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Ball finds Mobley. Outside, Simmons. Back to Vassell. Little turnaround. Toppin pulls it in. Houston in the lead. Brunson the bounce pass. Simmons against Toppin. Out to Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Jackson in the corner. No good from outside. Picked off in midair. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top, leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
The Hornets 18.
Hey folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. Shaq, when you think of the best week you've ever had, what comes to mind?
I'm afraid that's classified.
It's a family show, Ernie.
Am I to take this to mean that this was not basketball related? Now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ball game.
This is why coaches tell their guys, always be ready. We're going to need you. Be ready. And you don't always know which games it'll be. But tonight, they needed scoring from their reserves. Good job, guys.
It's kept them in the game, but I think they'll have to ride their stars down the stretch.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. All out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Duran. And it's Zohan in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Ball. Can't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Ball's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Ball against Trent. Stolen by Brunson. To the paint. Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
We know Towns is an excellent perimeter shooter. But I like seeing him assert himself inside, too.
Inside. Here's Ball. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of pressure.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Maxey. And he's good on the 3 ball. Maxey's got 5.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Now a timeout called by Houston. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. You look at Portland, they're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for the Hornets, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Brunson. Gonzalez. Duran pulls it in. Hornets trail by 5. Looking to end his cold spell. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Trent. A second chance effort. Gonzalez's shot is off.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Back to Ball. Pulls up. Again, the Hornets score. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brunson with it. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Count that one. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
That's to Maxey. It's rebounded by Houston. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And he gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Brunson against Maxey. And the 3 off target. Rockets leading by 7. Trent gets to Brunson. Here he goes. Yep, it counts. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best 3-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. For Hornets coach Steve Clifford, the key is defense. He says trying to outscore other teams doesn't work. You have to do the things that take effort, like rebounding, getting loose balls, and putting your body on the line. You've got to build a game that'll actually work at the end of the year when you play the important games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, DA, our thanks to you. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in is starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Obi Toppin's checked in for Gonzalez. Jackson comes in for George. Fields checked in for Gary Trent. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Wow, And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Drops in the tray. Hield's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets. Here's Pochemski. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just manning the fight.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming in attack mode. He doesn't.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 12. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're the candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We'll be topping out there with Jackson. Then it's Hield. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Sloan with the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Hield can't hit. Hornets trail by 12. To the inside. Puts it up from 15. Ball no good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The pass to Brunson. Jackson looking around. Passes it to Sloan. Pocket 6. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly. And you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too. And you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And it's Mullins at the elbow.
Rockets foul.
And the Rockets making a change here. Mitchell's checked in.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the Hornets miss again. Rockets leading by 14. Hield right side.
Yeah, clearly he had to establish position.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. Triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, he feels this wasn't the right call. You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review. We're double checking, and the game continues on.
Houston with a big good substitution here. Gonzalez is checked in for Toppin. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Jackson. Dort, he's checked in for Hield. And Trent subbed in for Mitchell. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Gonzalez. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Gonzalez has got his first points of the night. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. He can't get it to go. Towns with the defensive effort.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
And he comes up with the deuce.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Hornets trail by 18. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Simmons. Shoots it. Pajemski's shot is good.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Timeout called the Rockets. And the NBA last season, Clark set records in attendance. Fans are pouring into the arenas on a nightly basis.
Well, it's a great game. I mean, you and I are biased, Kevin. We love the NBA. I played in it, broadcasting for a long time. But I do think there's another element, not just the excellence of the players, but the parity that exists now. There are a lot more teams that are playoff worthy, and that keeps them and I think their fans engaged as well.
Entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. They get it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Maxey makes things happen with his hard work and determination as a scorer.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot total, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level. Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Rockets.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
You know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Jalen Brunson.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Heel kicks to Mitchell. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That gets the bucket.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Tapping a screen on Maxey. And here's Trent outside. And here's Charlotte. Takes a 3. Maxey, no good. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Trent up top. He's covered by Maxey. Now Trent. So he see the Rockets taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olson, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew.
Thank you as always.